everybody. Welcome back to episode 2 of Wise Words with
Maddie
and Nina. And today we have a very special guest on the phone. Introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Will Recupero, and I'm Maddie's sister.
That's
You're my
Maddie's
brother, Will.
Will, yeah. No, can I say sister?
No.
Okay.
We have some questions for you today, Will, let's just start off by saying
about him.
Will's my brother. He's living in Germany right now, and he's playing soccer over there. He's living in Stuttgart, Germany with my mom. And they moved there in August, and they've been there since. So, Will, can you tell us a little bit about when you started playing soccer and how you got into the sport to begin with?
Yeah, so I would say that I started playing soccer at a very young age. I would say probably around 3 years old. I think because my mom was a big player in college. She played for Georgia Mason University. Really good player. I also think that my sisters always played before me, and I really wanted to be like my sister, so I tried to follow in their footsteps in soccer. So I think I really liked it, and it's just been playing ever since, and it's been something that I like to have fun doing, and I became pretty good at. So yeah.
Thank you.
All right. So, what would you say? I guess pushed you and made you start to get a lot better at soccer then?
I would say, to get better. I don't know if it was anything that really pushed me. I just always had fun playing it, to be honest. I just always, every time I stepped on the field, every time I stepped in for practice, I just always enjoyed playing. I just always had a smile on my face, loved doing it. And I think that's really what pushed me to be better. I just loved doing it. And at the same time, while I was having fun doing what I love, I got better, and I eventually realized that, wow, I'm pretty good at this. So I really took it super serious and did extra trainings, and I just loved doing it. Love stepping on the field every day and playing. So I would say that.
Well, that's pretty amazing.
That's awesome, Will. Why did you want to move to Germany and play in Germany?
I wanted to move to Germany because I had an opportunity here with a first division team here in Germany, like academy called VfB Stuttgart. They're a very good club, and it's my dream. My dream is to play professional soccer here in Europe, and I had an opportunity to play for an academy, which I thought was the next step to make this happen. So I thought it was a good step, and I'm really happy to be here. So yeah.
What did you think? What's the biggest difference between playing for an academy team there in Germany, where the difference between it is here, when you played for Bolt or NEFC?
I would just say the mentality of the whole mentality of the system and in the club. Here it's like the kids, they show up to training every day, and it's do or die. Everyone wants that the contract. Everyone wants the contract for next year. Everyone wants a professional. Everyone's fighting for the same thing here, and it's a really environment. And when you go to training, it's always intense, and the kids, it's what everyone wants to be professional. Everyone has that dream. So I think here it's a little bit more of everyone's fighting for it, and there it's not really the same system. So kids are a little bit more laid back, and it's more of a college route there, which is also great. But here it's everyone wants to be professional, and it's fighting for that contract or fighting for that position on the team every day in practice. I would say it's the main difference.
So like you said, your goal is to be a professional soccer player over there. What do you think it takes to be a professional soccer player, and what do you think you have to do in order to achieve this goal of yours?
So I believe discipline, showing up to practice every day, of course, but also doing the extra things that not a lot of people do behind the scenes. For example, stretching, good hydration, good diet, always staying focused on the right things, not getting too focused on other stuff like girls or partying. Always, being head straight, focused, discipline, and knowing my goal at the end of the day. Always remembering my goal. And listen to your parents. Listen to the advice of your peers. I would say, and always remember your ultimate goal. I would say, do the extra things that people aren't doing. That's going to separate you and make you special. So I would say that.
Wow. That's very mature of you, Will. I'm proud of you.
Try my best.
Oh. All right. Well, with that, do you think how has the advice from your mom and your dad and your siblings has the advice like differed, or have they all like kind of stayed the same? And like does that mostly help you a lot?
You mean like has the advice changed, or like
No, has it like do you get certain piece of advices from your mom versus your dad or like your sisters?
Yeah, so I would say it's all pretty much it's all similar, to be honest. I mean, I would say I get different advice from maybe my sister than my mom. My mom's always focused on me, like make sure I'm eating healthy, stretching, staying focused on what's important. My dad the same. I would say my sisters, the advice is they always want. I think my sisters want me to have fun and enjoy it, and you know maybe gives me advice on what I could do to fix on the field or something. And I like to have conversations with my sisters because they're also players, and it helps a lot. So,
what would you say is the hardest part about this whole journey? Like moving to Germany, and like kind of this journey to becoming a professional soccer player. What's the hardest part about it for you?
so the hardest part for me was definitely I've always lived in the U.S. I've always lived in Boston most of my life, and moving to another country with a different culture, different language, definitely took a long. I'm still adapting after being here for 8 months. It definitely took some time to adapt, to the language, to the people, to everything, and that was definitely a challenge for me. Sometimes I have to say I miss home, but at the end of the day, I love it here now. So I think adapting was definitely a challenge for me, just to the culture and such. But I think so far I've done a great job.
That's awesome. Can you give us a little German, a little German sentence, please?
Natürlich. Also, ich heiße William und ich bin 15 Jahre alt und ich spiele Fußball für den VfB Stuttgart.
Wow.
Nice.
Something about my name is William and I play on Stuttgart.
Yeah.
Good job, Will.
Will's with his friend right now. Benedict, can you tell us, does he have a really strong accent when he speaks in German?
Yeah, so his accent is quite strong.
Is he hard to understand?
I mean, my accent is also strong, I would say.
In English, it's good.
But I can understand what he's saying. Learn some vocabulary, and then he can
well, your English is pretty good.
He improves. Yeah, my English is like school English.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit better. But I'm going to Will's school. It's an international school, so I want to learn fluent English, and then
Yeah. Good.
I think Will's German is better.
Do you guys talk in mostly German or English?
We talk mostly in English, and I would say occasionally in German for some simple stuff. But we do now that I think I'm a little better. We do try to speak some German sometimes, but his English is definitely better than my German. So
do you talk in German with your teammates, Will, or English?
I would say also half. They like to speak English to me sometimes, but I like to respond in German because I'm really interested in improving my German and becoming really good at it. So
fluent, yeah.
Yeah, I want to be fluent. Which I'm not there yet, but I want to be fluent and be able to, speak, understand everything, speak everything. So yeah.
Your mom's pretty fluent, right?
Yeah.
mom's pretty much fluent. She lived here when she was young, and she speaks great. So I'd like to learn from her as well.
How's your school? Do you like school over there?
Yeah, I love school here. I would say it's very, very difficult. Being in this, it's an IB program. We can get your international baccalaureate and go to any school in Europe or in the world. So it's a hard program. A lot of tests, a lot of exams, but no, I like it. I like the kids. I met this guy right here. Love this guy. I'm very happy where I'm at in terms of school. Also,
Yeah, you love to do studies.
What's your favorite subject over there?
I would say math. I don't know if it's my favorite, but I'm the best at math. I do well in math. I would say.
You get that from me, right, Will?
Yeah, your sister's pretty good at math.
Great math.
What do you miss most about the U.S.?
I would definitely say my sister, my dad, and my dog, my family.
Aww.
It's hard waking up every day without them, but I do know that they love me and they're still here. So I mean, they're always there for me. So it's reassuring that I still have them.
Yes, Will, you always have us.
Does you guys FaceTime a lot or like call on the phone a lot? I feel like, right?
Yeah, we call on the phone, we FaceTime, we talk a lot. It's
Does
great.
that help
I
you?
go home. Yeah, for sure. Definitely. I go home a lot on breaks, and we get to reconnect and talk. And I love playing soccer with her. She's a fantastic player.
Thank you.
Yes. She's definitely someone I miss, and in my everyday life, definitely someone I miss.
I'm sure, obviously, leaving your whole family, moving across the country is hard, and I guess with your friends too. How is it when you come home and like you're seeing a lot of your friends too, right?
Yeah, it's always nice to see them. I do miss them too. I had some great connections there with some guys in Hopkinton, but I still stay in connection. Still get to see them when I go back, and it's great that I still get to see them.
This is kind of a different question, but how do you? I know, like, obviously you're my brother, and I like am with you a lot, but like, there's been times where we've gotten like publicity from like little kids or something, or like people like want to take a picture with you. How do you like take that? Like, do you like that? Does that even like was that just in the U.S. when that happened?
Huh?
Was that just in the U.S. when that happened? Like,
yeah, I would say more in the U.S. But here sometimes at tournaments, I have we played in some indoor tournaments and outdoor tournaments things and take some pictures with kids. It's really nice to see that kids want to do that with me because I think I'm a professional. I don't think I'm not. That's not at all. But it's really nice to like see that kids like I think they look up to me in a way and they enjoy watching me and playing and that's what I want because that's it's what I want to do for my life. So yeah, I feel honored when kids do that.
Is there any soccer player that you look up to?
Yeah, in terms of I would say Christian Pulisic. Christian Pulisic is a soccer player I really look up to because he was in a similar situation to me. He moved to Germany when he was 16 years old and played for a club named Borussia Dortmund. He didn't speak a single word of German. He had to learn it, had to adapt to the culture, everything, food, everything, and he ended up becoming, in my opinion, the best American of all time. And he's right now a top player in Europe. He's playing in Italy right now, and he's a great player. I love to watch him as well. But in terms of his how he overcame, he also mentions in his documentary that it wasn't easy for him moving to Germany. I just think how he overcame his challenges there and how he was brave enough to do that and go out of his comfort zone to reach his dream I really am inspired by him, so I would say him.
Love that. Who is someone in your life that you thank most for your success so far and the amount that you've made it so far in soccer?
Definitely. Both. I can't pick one. I would say my mom and my dad, 100%, no doubt. My mom moved here with me, and without her, I don't think I couldn't do it without her. So without my mom, no way. She sacrificed so much for me, and I'm so grateful to have her by my side every day for when I'm, having a bad day or things not going my way. She's always there for me. I'm really thankful. And my dad also, the same thing, always drove me to practice back in the U.S., always always driving me places so I can get that tad bit better every day. And I'm really just so thankful for them both, that for all they sacrifice for me and all they do for me regarding my process of reaching my dream.
That's awesome. Anyway, all right.
Do you have
Wait,
another
should we
question?
switch to like more like culture and the difference? Maybe some
Yeah.
differences in Germany versus
Yeah,
the
okay.
U.S. Well, how's the food? I'm sorry. This is a turnaround.
Personally, I love German food. I actually don't really eat it so often. I mean, my mom cooks it. My mom's a great cook. She cooks German food every once in a while. But she also can cook the same meals. They have the same stuff in the supermarket. So also I eat some same American style food and Italian and all this. So I eat a variety. But in terms of German food, I love it. Like the noodles, the potatoes, the gravy, the schnitzel, everything's very good.
Is it mostly just like meat and like potatoes or like pasta there?
Yeah, it's a variety. I would say like a chicken cutlet is a big one. They have sausage is a big one. They have this potato thing, special noodles, all this type of stuff. Special sauce. It's really good.
Do you have a lot of like restaurants or like small like food places like around where you're living?
Yeah, so I live 15 minutes from the city of Stuttgart, so it's there's so many great Italian, German steakhouses in the city that I love going to.
Do you like where you live?
Yeah, I love it because it's right outside the city. It's not so crowded and popular. It's almost like a country, but it's literally 15 minutes from the city. So I get on the train, 15 minutes into the city with my friends, my buddies, with my mom, shopping, eating food, whatever. It's great.
So you take the train a lot? Like, is that mostly how you and your friends get around?
Yeah, it's how I get around. Driving is really hectic in the city because there's a lot of traffic, of course. So I take the train to school in the morning. My mom drops me off at the train station, 10 minutes to school. And then after school, I usually take the train to training. Or right now, I'm injured. I take it to my physical therapy and to the stadium for everything. So yeah, the train is my main transportation. I love it.
What's a day in your life look like a normal day? When you're not injured, when you're going to practice and stuff.
So wake up 6:30, eat breakfast, get ready for school. On the train by 7:30. On the train by 7:30. I also try to sometimes stretch before school. Maybe a quick workout, but usually just stretching before school. And and then 7:30, I'm out the door on the train. Get to school by 8. School until 8. School from 8, and then from then, starting next year, I'll give you my next year. Starting next year at 10:30, I'll get picked up by the VfB Stuttgart van at 10:30, and then I will go to my first training session of the day. First, from 11 to 12:30. Then after that, I'll eat a little quick lunch at the Stuttgart place, and then I'll get driven back to school, probably around 1:30ish, 2, and then I'll have the last class of the day until 3:30.
Nice. That sounds like a long day.
That's not it. And then after that, I go home. Maybe another quick meal before team training at like 5:30ish, and then team training. Then after team training, shower up, go home, make more stretching, and then off to bed.
Wow. It's a busy day, Will.
When you leave school next year, like in the middle of the day, is it more individual or like small group stuff, or is it also team training?
Yeah, exactly. So that is, you had it right. It's small individual group stuff, positional stuff, I would say. So I play as a central midfielder. So I'll be with the other central midfielders on my team, and the coach will maybe take us through stuff due to our position. And yeah, that's what that little block of training is for.
It's nice. What are we looking at for time? We're at 20. Should we? It's 6:18. Should we ask? Do you have any more questions? All right. Well,
Will, we have one last question for you.
All right.
If you could give Maddie and I like your best piece of advice for us to take and start to work on, what advice would you give us?
In terms of soccer?
Just anything.
yeah, anything. It can be in terms of soccer, but it can also not. It doesn't matter.
Since you guys are both you guys are both in your senior years of high school, both committed to great colleges for soccer. Next year, I would say, you're both going to move into college next year. So I would say, for you guys, when you get to your college, I would say do your best to like adapt to even if you don't like something, do your best to adapt and like always like make the best of what you have. I don't know, like when you get to college, like try to adapt and I don't know, make new friends, try new things that you wouldn't have if you like at home, and really have a great time, enjoy it.
Thanks, Will.
Thanks, Will. We appreciate it. Well, thank you so much for
being a part of our podcast.
Yeah.
And telling us more about your
and
life.
and answering our questions. You had great answers, by the way, Will. Very proud of you.
Hey, thank you guys. I appreciate it.
All right, have fun with your friend, Will.
Bye, Will.
All right. Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
All right, well, that was
our podcast with
that was from Will
Will
himself.
Recupero.
Aspiring professional athlete living in Stuttgart, Germany.
Very mature, very open, very promising young teenage.
He's
boy.
15 years old. By the way, we didn't mention that. He's 15 years old.
Youngest Recupero.
Yes, youngest sibling in my family.
Great guy.
Yep.
Great soccer player.
Great kid. We love him.
We love him. Maddie misses
miss
him.
him.
Everybody misses him. He's
But-
truly an inspiration for a lot of people. I can say that for myself.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he just is doing things that it's not very common from where we are.
Yeah.
Like around here in a small town.
For
And
sure.
I just think it's very cool, like what he's doing.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's your brother and you all have been through your ups and downs, but have stayed like so strong with being like many, many, many miles away.
Yeah.
Like is very cool to look at because I know you miss him and your mom.
I do. Yep.
But you guys are all achieving your dreams, and it's so cool to watch.
Yeah. Well, I hope he achieves every dream that he wants to achieve. Well,
that's our
episode 2.
Episode 2
Wise
podcast,
Words.
Wise Words with Maddie and Nina.
Thank you so much for watching, and
we'll see you with our next guest.
Another member of my family, my
Maud.
father, who was in the military. He's a doctor, and he's going to tell us about his time in the military.
We're going to learn all about his life and what he does.
Growing up with 7 siblings and what that was like. What it was like in the military, being a doctor, everything, all of that.
So you guys have to tune in for
It'll
our
be
next
interesting.
episode.
It'll be fun. All
right,
right.
thanks for
guys.
watching.
Bye.